Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel, Lotusthesage. I'm Lotus. Today we got a big stack of cards today, and our reading is another pick a card, and it's celestial and ancestral guidance for your next couple of weeks. So we have 3 piles, as you can see. I've used all of the angelic and celestial decks that I own, and they're all guidance cards, and I have one tarot deck that's angel cards that we'll use for clarifiers, but we're only using oracle cards today. This should be fun. I did a couple of them earlier today. So cool. So I'm excited for this reading. Take a second, breathe in, think about what you want to know, or what you'd like to answer, what you'd like answered, and yeah, and pick a number, and I will see you at your piles. Ciao. Okay, pile 1. Let us lay out your cards. Let's start at the top. So, first card out, the 11th house. It says, where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. I'm going to lay out the first row first. Battle. Angel Samael, excuse me. From the Ascension cards, the Sun. The Sun is the navel chakra of the universe. It radiates the divine masculine principles into us. Choosing this card suggests the universe is calling on you to develop your qualities of decisive action, protecting the vulnerable, rational thinking, courage, and strength. Invoke the Sun in order to light up your aura and fill you with renewed enthusiasm for life. This energy will enable you to help everyone feel welcome and empowered, which is an important ascension quality. Your guidance is to fill your aura with brilliant golden light, be true to yourself, and act decisively today. Your affirmation: I radiate golden light and take decisive action today. Talk about action. The 10th house, reputation, career, responsibilities, achievements, authority figures, legacy, and Venus. Okay, let's take a second here. I feel like the celestial and angelic realm are sort of giving you a preview or sort of a sneak peek into something that's to come, is what I'm getting. I feel there's a possibility that my pile 1, that you've maybe had a lot of fallouts in the last little bit with friendships or close circles of friends, or having a difference of opinion that has led to separations or a revealing of true colors, however that is. But I feel like you have now released the attachments to those old relationships and are ready to step into this new cycle, and therefore bringing in this gift of wishes granted, friends, and social occasions, which will allow you to fully step into your own personal power, no longer feeling like you're sort of curbing your personalities to appease the people you were with before. It's like you get to step into, like you're fighting for yourself now. You get to step into your full authenticity, and which they're talking about, to make decisive action, which is to step into the reputation, the career, the responsibilities, the achievements, the notoriety, the fame, the pinnacle, the maturity, and again, another patriarchal card with the Sun, masculine energy, and then with Venus, with that love energy, bringing in that balance of feeling loved for being seen, is what I'm getting. Stepping into a collective group or a friendship group or a work dynamic, or however this is playing out in your life, of people truly loving who you are, and you not having to shy away from the boisterousness or the extra that you might be. For some people, these people are going to love your extra. I love that. That's awesome. Let's continue. Then we have the Courage Dragon. Then we have Yes. Courage and yes. The courage to say yes. Also, and I'm for you, my viewer, and also the people who you will be meeting who are coming into your life, they will have enough courage to say yes to your type of personality. There's very strong emphasis on not feeling seen or being appreciated for the type of personality you were, but you gave a lot of leeway or room for everybody else to be themselves. But when it came to you, even especially when it came to emotional things, you know, it was always like too extreme for most people. That's interesting. Then we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Again, a lot of masculine energy supporting you. They really want you to step into that warrior for self. The courage to step into your own light. Spotlight on you now. Beautiful. Love that balance. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Exactly. Step into your own light. It's exactly what we just said. This is how you're being called to step up, is to shine, is to no longer dim, to no longer mute, or feel like you're too much for somebody or something or too extra. Forget that noise. You need to shine in your full glory. Nice. Karmic clearing. That's exactly what it feels like too. Like it's already been done. I feel like the people that were not compatible with you are being cleared out, if they have not, if they have not already. There's only a few cards I'm going to read, passages from the book. I feel like they'll be extra helpful. So for karmic clearing, you are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which are attached particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow that consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It is time for an old wound to be released once and for all. Boom. And that again, I feel, that's why I think I was feeling not being seen, being stifled in a way, like being open and loving with everybody else's variations of their personality, but with yours it was like you always had to curb yours just to be able to have some sort of, I don't know, common ground or likability in some sense. Okay, then we have Nagas, lovers, erotica, sensuality. Lovely. Yeah, that karmic clearing for you to step into this beautiful love energy. You know, that beautiful love energy. Okay, I'm going to read a little passage from the book for this one also. Nagas. Ancient Hindu and Buddhist texts speak of semi-divine serpent beings called Nagas, which is Sanskrit for serpent. The Nagas are described as powerful, very beautiful, and highly advanced snake reptoid beings that are advantageous to humans, while also dangerously fearsome and temperamental if provoked. They are highly protective of their private environments. Nagas are more comfortable inhabiting the subtle, sensual energy fields, where they fluidly regenerate their inbuilt elixir, their nectar of immortality, from the depths of the ocean. So it's like being able to being fully embraced by somebody, some people, friends, environment, lovers, you know, that full acceptance from somebody else and from yourself. It's almost like I don't feel like you never accepted yourself. I feel like because you were always up against some sort of battle with who you are, how you were, how you presented in some way, that it always sort of felt like you had to, I don't know, there's just, like, I don't want to say pretend, but it's because it's not a pretend. It's just like you only got to, some people only got to like the third chapter of who you are, so to speak. And you were trying to show them all 10. That's the best small analogy I can give. And now this clearing that's coming in for you, the courage for you to step into shine your light, is going to step you into this beautiful sense of sensuality, calmness, the depths of your soul, being appreciated and loved and fully embraced. Ooh, I love that. And we have Baba Yaga, the witch and wild woman, duality. The wise and wild woman, the witch, excuse me, yeah. It's like stepping into your power. This is what this whole pile is about for you, my beautiful pile 1. Stepping in and out and shining, getting that red carpet, stepping into your fame, that spotlight, that love, you know, that's what you're moving away from, all of this doubt and all of the past battles, it feels like, I want to say like it was just ignorance, you know, selfishness. And sometimes, excuse me, and sometimes people just overwhelmed by their own circumstances that they're blinded to see their own actions. And they just want you to know that you understand this duality. You are this wise person, the witch, the alchemical genius of your own life. You have now created this shift, and universe is bringing this in as a reminder to shine. Keep shining, step into your light. This is clearing. Don't worry about this stuff now. Let it go, even if it feels really difficult right now. This is what you're stepping into. Yeah, that dignified strength. That's exactly what you're stepping into. Your own personal strength, your own power. Realizing where you should have been sitting was on your own personal throne instead of attending to somebody else's. Boom. Love that. So we have the sun energy, masculine energy also. We have the 11th house, which can do with Aquarians. We have Venus, any planets, maybe Capricorn. Oops, excuse me. And I don't know why I said that. That was a slip. Maybe there's a Venus in Capricorn somewhere, but the Capricorn is also on the board. The Leo could be on the board. Taurus and Libra could be on the board, if this matters at all. And you have your star brothers, the Nagas, Samuel, Baba Yaga, here protecting and guiding you. Okay, let's see your moon energies. Nice, guys. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Yes. So this battle that you've been fighting, you know, which is like almost technically against yourself. You were about to, yes, right? You were about to win this, to realize your own personal strength, your power, your dynamism is what I just heard. Your personal courage. Lovely. Okay. I would like to get a clarifier for... Sorry, folks. I want to get one for the battle and Baba Yaga. Okay. First one. Manakel, 7 of Swords. God, nurturing and maintaining everything, knowledge of good and evil, appeases divine anger, cures epilepsy. Appeases divine anger, knowledge of good and evil, yeah. Then we have Sitael, 3 of Wands, the god of hope, construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversities, perfect. And Hanael, there it is, the lovers, joy of God. Hanael, the lovers, joy of God. Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. So it's like leaving this battle of interference, of, again, not being seen, not being appreciated, not being loved. This could have to do with a romantic partner also. Again, you apply this situation as it sits for you. I'm getting it obviously just has to do with people that mean a lot to you or meant a lot to you at some point regardless. And that battle has always been you fighting to be seen. It's really what I'm getting. Okay, Baba Yaga, let's get it. Celial. Six of Cups, God who stirs all men. Ooh. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. Nice. The Devil, Samael. The severity of God. The severity of God. Seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. There it is, the witch, 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, the duality, right? That understanding, it's almost like understanding the pitfalls of human, or of man in general. Man as in a species of collective. You know, being able to, knowing what those vices are that bring the female and masculine archetypes down when it comes to forms of seduction or manipulation, communication, body language. You know, I feel like there's a really deep integration and strengthening of understanding the past dynamics that have been in your life and how to move forward now with that new with that learned information, because it didn't work for you because you were still learning it. It was like you were the newbie, the rookie in this particular game, and now you've sort of mastered this understanding of knowing what of knowing what doesn't work for real, true, healthy connections and compatibility and longevity. Consistency. Wow, longevity moving forward, and the consistency of efforts. And then we have the Hermit. 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, Words of God, creating all, alchemy and transformation, rules, natural events, helps with spiritual progress. Exactly. Yeah, it's like you've learned the game. Like, again, transformed it. Rules, natural events, helps with spiritual progress, which is what it's done. That dignified, leading you up to your own throne. A win-win outcome is forecast. Boom. Okay, your closing messages, your advice, your guidance. We're going to read, for you, it feels like the action needs first, and then we'll end with the emotional. So planet signs and houses is how we read this. Action is the red side. The South Node in Taurus, in the 10th house again. Yeah, the 10th house is heavy for you, my 𝗲𝗲. I know you can't fully see it all, but I will read it. Bring it over here for now so you can see it. Okay, it says, hope you can see that okay. It says, remember your beliefs responsibly. So the South Node, which is your past, right? Taurus, home structure, beauty, Venus, all that energy. And the 10th house again, talking about career, responsibility, etc. So remember your beliefs responsibly. Remember what you've learned is what I'm getting. Remember where you came from. Remember what it made you feel like. Remember what made you separate from the scenario. That's the spiritual. On the mental plane, reconsider the costs of success. Again, when I was talking about tending to somebody else's throne instead of your own, it's like the success of somebody else was at the expense of you almost, is what I'm feeling too. Whether that be the success of a friendship, the success of a job, the success of a love relationship, you know? You could be that friend that keeps the friends together, that is always the mediator. It doesn't really matter, but it was at the expense of your time, your effort, your energy. So it's reconsidering, like, I need to put this back into myself now. I need to give all of that shit that I was giving out and find my own way to my legacy, my dignity in the physical. Now is not the time to use the most direct way and become a person of power and status. See, so it's like, So it's saying, it's contradicting what we were talking about. It's saying now is not the right time to use the most direct way. And I feel that your shining is the most direct way, in my opinion. But I don't feel like it's like a, how do I put this? It doesn't come with arrogance or cockiness, in other words. It's not you trying to like, look at me. You're sort of just, this is what I'm getting, like a slow growing build. And eventually people just turn around because you feel that sun. It's like, that's what it feels like, the sun rising, quite literally. And that gradual, beautiful progression of, and then at some point the sun is just fully up in the sky. That's the energy I'm getting, and that's what I feel like. It's this sort of this discreet way to get to your own power. It's like a slowly back away so that I can take back all the energy that I was putting out in areas that I was battling just to be seen, battling to be recognized. Now for your final messages on the emotional end to close off your reading. We have, there will not be resources to maintain your destiny. Yeah, I feel that they're saying that if you choose to stay in this mental game or of this sort of self-sabotage or the diminishing of your own gifts and talents, you won't be able to maintain that battle. Like eventually you'll be like, it will fizzle away. If you're fighting to release these friends also, it will fizzle away, is what I'm getting from this particular emotional advice. So it's like you have to fight for your own destiny to maintain those resources. It's not just going to just be there for you. And or they're bringing me to that example I gave of you sort of, it's like that it's like that assistant, you know, that does sort of everything for the assistant, but the assistant's not really appreciated. Like the 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, let's give it that example, you know? That assistant that does like sacrifices pretty much her whole life for this woman to create and keep and maintain that woman's success. And at the expense of her life, literally, even though she's hoping that it's going to get them somewhere when it doesn't really get there. You know, again, it's a movie, but this is a point. This is the idea that they're giving me. And they want you to be able to maintain it on your own, not rely on anybody's name, for example, or position or status to get you in the door. You need to do it on your own. Anxiety about the practicality of where you're going, exactly. And trouble resulting from the productivity of your career. This is what I'm getting at. Same idea. 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲 is probably the perfect example Spirit could have given. Your celestial team has got you, but you've got to step into the role, my friend. Step up. Where are you being called to lead? To shine, to show that courage, to embrace this love, to clear out the shit that's not working and the people who aren't working. A win-win outcome is forecast. Don't forget that. It's forecast. You know how to work with this duality now. How to overcome your own personal battles. How to give love back into yourself. Oh, my beautiful collective of 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲. I hope that was helpful. And I know that you have this. But Spirit wants you to step in. Step in. They want to see you. I'm sending you so much love, my beautiful collective of 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲. Until next time, keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Ciao. Welcome, my pal twos. All right, let's get started. First card out. Lovely, the sun, your immortal spirit. Purpose and destiny is involved. Lovely. Conflict resolution, Archangel 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲. Buddha. When you draw this card, Lord 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, who became the Buddha, is calling you to live in a state of peace, compassion, and enlightenment. You are ready to expand your consciousness, to include all that is, and to view the world from a higher perspective. You are asked to live in total harmlessness with all things. This creates safety for you, for all creatures will love you and feel safe with you. Your guidance is to remember we are all one and to treat each person, animal, and sentient being as if they are a beloved part of you. I am one with everyone and everything. Wow. The 11th house, the edge. Friendships, groups, community, humanitarian, hope, tribe, festivals, rebellion, experiments, the future, and Cancer. Okay, give me a second. There's a very similar energy to 𝗣𝗏, so if you were also edging or feeling to listen to 𝗣𝗏, I suggest you should, because there is literally two cards of the same card that came up in the same spread, in the same row. And in this position they had battle, and you have conflict resolution. So there's a very similar energy. Yours is a little bit different when it comes to what is being shown to you. So there's like a revealing of a characteristic and a personality development in a certain area. And it comes a lot with compassion for everyone, for everything, for every walk of life, for every race, every creed, every type of sexuality. There is a softening of your heart when it comes to group dynamics, collective perspectives, and you're using this process to your destiny to help enforce a sense of comfort, warmth, and home within something that feels sort of very chaotic and unsure, unsteady. They're giving me like unrehearsed. Okay, beautiful. We have Dragon Luna, the moon. Talk about that sun-moon energy, masculine and feminine. Ask for help from others. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So I heard ask for help for others, not from others, which is interesting. But Luna, beautiful dragon, talks about embrace and accept how you feel. Because we talked about the softening of the heart, right? Of this compassion, and it's asking you to really embrace that so that you can help others is what I'm getting. To develop, to strengthen this character, personality of yours, this multifaceted, unique nature of yours, to let yourself be seen and used and to be of service. Your devotion to the goal, which is the goal of comfort, security, safety, love, right? And that's the tune into the portal of the heart, which is the softening of what's already happening. This is really, it's like very calm. It's like a warm bath is what I'm feeling, with beautiful scented flowers, aroma, candles. Like that's the feeling I have in my body right now. Yep, this paradigm shift is what you're in right now, which is the softening of the heart. You being able now to utilize what you have learned and put it into practice now. It has been solidified and blended with your structure. You know how to use it now. That's what they keep saying. You know how to use it now. Flower of life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. I'm going to read a passage from the book from both of these. Sorry for the glare. For paradigm shift, you're undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open, and a new world can become your reality. 100%. This is what you're doing, is the shifting the perspective of your heart, of compassion, of where it comes from, of why it's needed so much right now. The flower of life is a simple representation of the holographic geometry, the mechanics of natural law, of conscious awareness, and of paradigm understanding. The flower of life is the symbolic visual expression of the all, and source that interconnects, contains, and weaves all life, dimensions, and living for information as above, so below. Some have equated it to the Akashic Records. Again, this is the same thing that I'm getting. It's just this whole shift. You have it's either collectively this is happening, but �奧1 is like a very similar, it's like a different side of the coin. We're all on the same journey, right? We're all heading the same place. Just everybody needs to take a different path, which is that flower of life, that interconnectedness, the weaving of all these paths, the understanding, the conflict of the resolution of the apparent conflict when it's not really a conflict. We're all fighting for the same damn thing. We just all have a different perspective of how to get there. Okay. You have a double confirmation of Archangel 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, relationship healing, and calm harmony. Archangel 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, number 8 could be significant for you too. So, like we talked about already, conflict resolution, relationship healing with environment, peoples, groups of friends, creating harmony, this warmth, this balance, this love, shifting the perspective, weaving it all together, embracing how you feel, being able to help and provide for others, recognizing your multifaceted, unique self, and allow yourself to be seen. I am one with everyone and everything. Nice. And you have Jupiter, abundance. Yep, you are going to bring in this abundance. This is bringing in the abundance. You're bringing in the abundance. All of it, like together, it's this weaving to bring out this abundance of our planet, of each other, of every sentient being for the best version of this planet, the best timeline. Hence, not needing to shift in for any negative reasons, but shifting for more growth. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. That's right. Let yourself be seen. You are good enough. The devotion you have put in is paying off. Do not doubt that, my beautiful friends. Okay, so I'm going to get a clarifier for ask for help from others, and you are good enough. Six of Wands, Sahaya, God who took evil. Longevity, protects against infirmities. The World, 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲𝗲, God, the source of wisdom, fountain of wisdom, gives success in all ventures. Yeah, it's because you've learned what you needed to learn. You've embraced this emotional upgrade. You're ready for this new start, this victory on your journey and for your quest. Boom, for your quest, the star, speaking of quests. Vaishahara, God the just, clemency and equilibrium, protects against attacks in the courts. Boom. So even if there's anything that needs to be brought to court, a conflict resolution is in the works and will be working in your favor. So maybe this ask for help is, if it's needed legally from somebody for something to resolve these particular issues. Maybe you are the legal help. Doesn't matter. Either way, there is something that's coming in for you that will be helpful, beneficial, will go in your favor. Hahaya, Page of Swords, God the refuge, governs dreams, reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Maybe you not realizing or recognizing how good you are. This is what they're doing for you. This is why this is being presented in the way that it is, so you can see or really truly appreciate your own personal value and what you've been through. Ace of Pentacles, 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲𝗲, do not quote me on these. The adorned God, divine blessings, drives away evil spirits, rules agricultural production. Nice. Beautiful. And Two of Cups, the 𝗣𝗑𝗑, the swiftly hearkening God, fruition, provides expansive intelligence, and gives the grace of God. That is you. You've been given that love. You are good enough. Remember that. You are united with Source. He does not make mistakes. They do not make mistakes. You know? Okay, beautiful, my pal too. Let's see your final messages and your guidance. So we are going to do your emotional side first, which is the blue side of these. We do planet signs, then houses, and we read them as a sentence. So we have the North Node. I'm telling you, pile 1 had something for you. They got the South Node. Signs in Leo, in the house of the 4th house. North Node has to also do with destiny and purpose, right? Leo coming out and shining, so is the sun. The 4th house having to do with, if that's right, is that Cancer? Tripping out there for a sec. So, your emotional side, spiritually speaking, it says, let's move you over here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Great. It says, there will be self-confidence to create what makes you feel secure. This is what I think that you're in the process of, right? That warmth, that growing, and you've understood how to use it now. That same thing they were saying. Success from taking a chance on support. Either that being the help of others, you realizing how to connect more or to bring people together, to weave it, to appease and warm the situation. Benefit resulting from the impressiveness of your home base or family. And that's the home base within the self, the understanding of what needs to be done for this paradigm shift to blossom in its most fruitful way. And coming back to that feeling, the same thing that Buddha talks about, you know, for all creatures will love you and feel safe with you. That's what that goal is. So very fitting. Cancer energy, Leo energy, Destiny North Node energy. Other signs that are here is, and Virgo, of course. Then we have the action side. It's okay, you'll trust me, right? Okay, great. So it says, have faith in leadership as you did in the past. And I feel that's your own leadership and Source's guidance. Follow it, follow it. Do not worry about the creativeness of your home base or your family. Like I said, just follow it. They got you. You're supported. You're trusted. Trust in what you're feeling. Embrace how you're feeling. Archangel 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲 definitely is on your team right now. Now is the time to do what you want to and do what makes you feel secure. Now is the time, my friend. And do it in the most warm and loving way possible, which I know that you will do and that you are doing. You are stepping into this beautiful phase of a softening of your heart and a welcoming in of beautiful spirits to feel safe in home. Maybe for some of them for the first time, and for you, a different type of abundance that's coming in for you when it comes to like people, support, interest, energy, effort. It's different this time. And I feel like you're the center of it now. I love that. Oh, my beautiful collective of 𝗣𝗲, I hope that was helpful. It was insightful and it gave you some information from your celestial and ancestral guidance. Ancestral guides. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my 𝗣𝗲. All right, let's get your cards out. So, we have Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Nice. Intuition. Fuel. And Pleiades. The Pleiadians are great healers. They love Earth and all who live on her. By drawing this card, you're being invited to open your heart to Pleiadian healing. Let them unfold you in their loving, healing blue light, so that their wisdom and gifts flow into you. When you have absorbed these qualities into your energy fields, pass them on to others. Remember that the animals who come from Pleiades, sheep, pandas, and pigs, heal people and the land. Bless them and honor their work for our planet. Affirmation. I open my heart to love and healing from the Pleiades, excuse me. A lot of blue energy already, and they're talking about that blue light, that intuition, that's potential for sudden change, that enlightenment and awakening. It feels definitely like a connection to your Pleiadian star seeds or star family, possibly for some of you if you gravitate to that energy. There's something about this woman's left eye in particular, and that's that female side. So that female intuition in particular, the softer, the receptive, which is the feminine energy anyway. But there's something about that, a new insight or a new gift coming in. I'm getting a bit of clairvoyance or scrying or dowsing. There's something like that I'm getting in here. Lovely. The 5th house, passions, performance, entertainment, love, pleasure, dancing, play, and the energy of yang, the masculine energy. So I'm getting a... Sorry, give me a second. I'm getting this, like I talked about, this download from your Pleiadian starseed family that is asking you to root it and ground it in the earth on this 3D plane, using your intuition as your guide to cultivate and manifest and alchemize your passions into 3D form, into material form. There's like a really perfectly balanced masculine and feminine energy that I'm getting right now. And I feel like the download is to balance out the feminine side of that energy, the yin energy, because this yang is already here, is what I'm getting. Lovely. Talk about the feminine energy. Serene, excuse me. Number 22, the only dragon that comes with Mary Magdalene. And again, blue energy, a lot of blue. Throat chakra, third eye, that light purple I'm feeling. Did I say Mary Magdalene? Mother Mary, if I didn't say, my brain goes somewhere sometimes. Mother Mary, the only dragon that comes with Mother Mary. And this dragon asks you to it asks you to be enveloped by the feminine energy. Allow me to wrap you in my blue cloak of tranquility and accept my presence as pure calm settles around you. When your inner perceptions shift, so will your outer world experiences. Remember that the tranquility you seek lies within. The volatile outside scenario is only a mirror of turbulence inside. Call upon me to guide you to that peace of heaven you crave. Observe your life experiences changing as they begin to mirror your inner feelings of serenity. So Mother Mary and Serene is making me really feel that this potential for sudden change is I feel there's a very much a collective energy of dynamic shifts when it comes to friendship groups, relationships, any type of relationship, when it comes to people, our interactions with people and ourselves. So there has been some turbulence, and I feel like this sudden change is welcomed, is what I'm getting. Even though it has been turbulent for you, and Mother Mary is here with Serene to remind you just to feel her warmth, remind you to step outside of the turbulence and come inside to find where that maybe there's too much of that yang energy build up, in moments of too much passion. So as they said, I open my heart to love and healing. The situation will improve. That's exactly right. It does. That's the sudden change. The enlightenment and the awakening of the intuition to know that this will not stay the same. It won't be like this forever. Excuse me. The 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expressions. Yeah, there's a birthing of a new you. You are weaving your own personal life's tapestry, again, rooting it into this earth for your expression of this, the material expression of that, like we said, the manifestation of your dream. You are already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yeah, my friend. Like, no matter what's been kicking you around a little bit is what I'm feeling. It will not stay like this forever, like we said. You are birthing in a new version of you, this new download. The Pleiadians have got you. Your star fam has got you. They just want you to root in your energy a little bit more from the female side as opposed to the masculine now. It needs to calm so you can see what it is and where you're moving towards and what the goal is. Beautiful. Cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. That Christ consciousness too is present with you. Aquarians could be significant, Tauruses could be significant, Leos could be significant. And then we have the Syrians, Syrians B. Responsibilities, lessons, growing up. I'm going to read a passage from the book for both of those cards. The cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. You are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a higher level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behavior shall no longer have a place in your heart. That's it, and that's the growing up. That's what Syrian bees are doing. The responsibilities, the lessons of growing up, releasing some of the naivety or the impulsivity of the youth energy, of finding the calm and the serene and the stability and mothering of the self from like Mother Mary, knowing the situation will not always be so difficult because right now you are birthing a creation. You're birthing the new. I don't know many people's births has been easy, so that's the point. Anything that is new and that is complex is somewhat uncomfortable, let's put it that way, and you've already been doing it, so stop overthinking how to get there, or what do I need to do to get there? Am I on the right path? Yes, you are. You're absolutely on the right path, and you're learning exactly what you need to be learning for the progression of your journey. Syrian B beings are from the Sirius binary, possibly trinary star system. The shamanic Dogon tribe of West Africa revered their ancient teachings on the deity Nomomo, who was a Syrian B star being that was said to arrive in a massive flying boat, but instructed them in complex astronomy and ancient history. Dogon artifacts dating back 400 years have been accurate orbits of the stars before astronomers had telescopes. Nomomo informed the Dogon shamans that humanity's descent of consciousness was due to materialism and greed. Some suggest certain renegade Sirius B ETs may have sold out and are responsible for providing advanced interdimensional technology to clandestine government agencies. So it's about growing up, facing the facts, preoccupied, integration lessons, commitments, entertainment, apprenticeship. Yeah, it's you are at the novice stages again, birthing this new creation of yourself into being. You are learning the responsibility of yourself or what it takes to maintain this type of life, devotion. Then we have, yes, Goddess Isis, resurrection, magic, and fertility. Yep, talking about this birth, right? This rebirthing, quite literally, the resurrection of yourself in a new form, in a magical new form, fertile for this new beginning and able to take on the responsibilities of yourself now. Yes. Act, Aries. Yep, ready to move, ready to go, ready to merge, ready to step forward, to be seen. Beautiful. Your hard work is paying off. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking it, right? Keep facing your true north. Keep going towards where you're going. Act. allow this regeneration and this resurrection of the soul, of the self, of the intuition, of the downloads wanting to be received. I want to get a clarifier for the yang energy. We have Eight of Pentacles, 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, God the teacher, intellectual talent provides knowledge. King of Swords, 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, the exalted God, victory, grants victory and protects from lightning. Yeah, it's like what we talked about, that manifestation and grounding in that energy with not too much passion, right? A little bit more tact and, ooh, geez, carefulness. Beautiful. 𝗣𝗶𝗹𝗲, the Fool, the exalted God, will and new beginnings, assists with difficult and great undertakings. That's exactly what's happening here. Yeah, it's like you're ready to go into this Fool, this act, this movement towards. And I'd like to get a clarifier for the Syrian's B. We have 𝗣𝗲𝗋𝗋, Ace of Wands, the patient God. Fertility and multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. Perfect. Achian, Five of Pentacles, the forbearing God. Achahaya, maybe? Patience, reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, Lalahel, the praiseworthy God, light of understanding, acquires knowledge and cures illness. Yeah, it's all about information, knowledge, growth, trusting in what you've learned, what you're learning, what's being downloaded, what's being transmuted, what's being integrated. All right, let's see what your final messages are, your guidance for this part of your next couple of weeks. We're reading planet signs and houses. We're going to do the red side first for your action, and then we'll read the blue. It's to be read in a sentence. So we have Saturn in Virgo in the 7th house. So it says, be realistic about the serving of others diplomatically. It's allowing yourself to let go of some of, I do feel like this is a collective message of letting go of old paradigms, old dynamics, old relationships that didn't work. And it's like, I need to make sure that I'm really consciously making an effort to think about who is really benefiting my soul and vice versa. Be concerned about the details of relationships. This is exactly what this whole thing's about, the details of relationships. You must wait before you can do what you must do and get a fair deal. So you can't act just yet is what I'm getting at. That's why they're probably talking about temper these energies and this passion. The acting is for you to know this, to integrate this belief in yourself that you're able to do this. You know, this beautiful lesson learned type of vibe. You know, this rebirth, this resurrection, even though this is like a sudden epiphany of some kind. And Saturn talking about lessons in Virgo, discipline and structure, and your 7th house of balance and fairness with Libra. You know? Then the maturity that brings methods for the healing power of balance. Perfect, which is what we talked about, this lessons here, the Sirius B. Responsibilities, lessons growing up. Caution regarding the analyzing of cooperation. So there may be, again, discrepancies, all the collectives in a very similar energy, just different phases of that energy. So it's, again, re-looking, re-examining certain relationships, how we talk, how we communicate with each other? Are we compatible in that way? Are we being listened to? Have we been heard? Etc. Limits imposed resulting from the perfectionism of your partner or partners. Yes, and this is what I'm talking about, how we talk, how we meld, you know? Are we actually really compatible? Or have we just stayed here because of complacency and comfortability? I really have to take a proper look at what it is, you know? What it is that's keeping me here or making me feel that this was enough, you know? And that's probably what that epiphany is, that enlightenment, that awakening to that aha moment of being like, I got this shit. I can see it now. Ooh, I love that, my pal 3. I hope that was helpful for you and gave you some insight, and it was fun and interesting to get the perspective of the celestial and ancestral realm. I'm sending you so much love, my beautiful collective of pal 3. Until next time, keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Ciao.